This is the Homeowner Show. We are live here at the Montgomery County Home and Garden Show. We got a lot of booths up and going right now, and we got a lot of fun guests lined up for you. We're going to have a good time here at the True Texas Solar booth. We are so glad that you guys can join us live here on YouTube and Facebook. We're always happy to have you guys join us here on the show. Whether you're DIY or looking to hire, we're here to bring you the best information and options for you and your home. My name's Craig Williams, and we are here at the True Texas Solar booth. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors for the show real quick. Thank you to Lone Star Appliance Repair. Whether you have a new appliance, old appliance, matching set, and you want to get it repaired, they are the team to call. Give them a call, 936-647-2364. And obviously, thank you to our sponsor, True Texas Solar and Roofing. You can give them a call at 936-286-8325. We're not going to spend too much time on them because we're going to be talking to them live here at their booth here in just a little bit. But right now, I got a guest sitting down with me. Why don't you let everybody know who you are and who you're with?
My name is Deanna, and I am with Operation Pets Alive. We are the largest no-kill animal rescue in Montgomery County, and we've been doing this now since 2011, so we've got some time under our belts and trying to do what we can to make Montgomery County a no-kill county by pulling. We are all volunteers, and we are all foster-based, so all our animals are in foster homes, learning how to be proper pets, and we pull from the shelters mainly. You
talking about like other shelters?
Yeah, we pull from Montgomery County and Conroe Animal Shelter, and to try to alleviate the pressure that they are under because so many dogs are being turned in, and they're just great pets. And we have 4 major programs. We do the adoptions. I'm head of what they call TNR, Trap, Neuter, and Release of feral cats. If we can get the cats to stop reproducing, there's so much less in the county shelters and the city shelters. Yeah. As of right now, it's been a really long time, years, since either shelter has had to euthanize for space for cats because we are on the ground working very hard. We've done about 2,000 cats so far this year.
Oh, wow.
And
how do you guys get your funding?
Well, donations.
Donations. Is it strictly donations?
We're the public has to finance us.
Okay.
Because that's how we operate, is just donations. And
you guys haven't done any grant programs or anything like that?
Sometimes. But grants are hard to get.
Oh, yeah.
And and somebody says, "Oh, you got a $7,000 grant." Well, we spend that in a week.
Yeah.
And but we're grateful. Don't get me wrong. We're very grateful for the $7,000. But it takes. We do in the TNR program. We do about 50 cats a week at $80 a cat.
Oh my gosh.
So
that adds up.
Yeah. But it makes a difference. We're impacting, and it's all volunteers doing this. No one in Operation Pets Alive gets paid. We also have a transport program that we're fortunate to have a few receiving shelters in Colorado, Minnesota, the Northeast, and sometimes in the Pacific Northwest. And
what's a receiving shelter?
The shelters that will receive our dogs here that we can't get adopted.
Oh, okay.
And if I may, I can tell a real short story
please,
about. Yeah. I had Gloria. I pulled Gloria from the Conroe Animal Shelter in January of 2024. She had 12 puppies. She was a black shepherd. It was a job taking care of those 12 puppies, but it was my pleasure to do so. She was heartworm positive, so we had to put her through heartworm treatment, which is about $1,000. And then after that, I had her for a year and 8 months with no applications for this precious baby. And we were able to get her transported to a very small town in Minnesota called Blue Earth.
The town's called Blue Earth?
A town called Blue Earth. I'd never heard of it either, but I'm grateful for them. And she was adopted there by a lady that drove 2.5 hours from Iowa to meet her with their pit bull. And Gloria and the pit bull got along great, so she got to go home. The lady had severe sleep apnea, and she sleeps with a monitor.
Yeah.
And the power went off of her monitor, and it did not go off when she quit breathing.
Oh.
And Gloria woke her up.
Oh my gosh.
So
She knew.
I know she knew, and
Yeah.
so it just had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gloria's got a great home in Iowa.
That's
but She's
awesome.
out of this Texas heat, and she's got someone that loves her very, very much. So that's a good story for us. We're always looking for good stories because
Yeah.
there's so many sad ones.
Are you still fostering the 12 puppies?
Oh no.
No?
8 of them went to Washington State.
Okay.
And that was very expensive to ship them there, but thank goodness we had the donations to do it, and 4 were adopted locally here.
Oh, that's awesome. You bring it up, like, how do you get a dog from here to, like, Washington, Minnesota? I mean, like, are there, like, specific animal transportation services?
There are, and then we also have a gracious person in our organization that has a large van, and we use it a lot to go to Colorado.
Okay.
One of the other volunteers and myself took 67 kittens to Golden, Colorado last month, and
Oh,
they
wow.
all got adopted in a week and a half.
That's incredible.
And they had no homes here. So last Saturday we took 3 puppies and 20 cats to Golden, and there's only 2 cats left that have not been adopted. That was last Saturday. So
Are you guys more focused on dogs or cats? I mean, like, I know you say
both.
both.
They're both very, very, very important.
Yeah, I mean, I ask because you seem to emphasize the neutering of the cats if we can get them to stop reproducing. Because I know that's always seems to be a much bigger problem than the dogs.
Right. It is, but the dogs is a serious problem too. But we don't. Dogs cost a lot more because they weigh more
Okay.
to get them altered. But we do. That's one of our main programs that we're really focusing on, is trying to help the public with their dogs.
Yeah.
We do have a low-cost spay and neuter program. Depending on your income, it could be as low as $60, and we pay the rest.
Okay.
And so, everybody can see our programs and everything about us at our website is www.operationpetsalive.org.
Okay.
And so if you would like help getting your dog spayed or neutered, go under programs, fill out the form. We have volunteers that will contact you, make the vet appointment. We let you make the vet appointment because we don't know when you're available.
Right.
And get your dog taken care of, get it spayed and neutered, and if it needs vaccines, they're really low cost.
Yeah.
Through our program too. So we just want to reach out and help, and focus on the animals, because a dog can have 10 or 12 puppies, sometimes more, and
Oh, yeah.
and nobody wants them, so let's not have them be born.
Well, sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, like, one, it's just irresponsible if you're going to be a pet owner to not, maintain the health of the pet and do what you should do to be a responsible pet owner. But do you guys work with the county?
Yes.
Do you have a good relationship with them?
Yes.
Oh,
we
okay.
do.
So, I mean, like, I've seen Mark Keogh out lately doing a lot of promo work for the shelter. Like,
Right.
hey, we got pets in here. We're overrun with them. We need you guys to foster. We need you guys to adopt, which is a great message to get out there. I mean, like,
It's a crisis situation.
yeah.
And we're just trying to fill in the gaps, we're, like I said, we're always looking for people that are willing to foster, but that's not the only way you can volunteer for us. We need data people. We need people to do events.
Like this, yeah.
Yeah, we're a lot of fun, and, come hang out with us.
Yeah, for sure.
And and we work together with other rescue groups because, we're all shooting for the same goal. We don't compete with rescue groups. We're all
Right.
in the same boat.
Yeah, we want to get them into safe homes, get them healthy.
Yeah.
So,
and each group has their specialty of what they focus on.
Yeah. Well, I've got another guest sitting in the wings, but real quick, let everybody know again, the website, is there a phone number or anything?
We don't have phone numbers since we're all in individual homes, but
Okay.
the website is the best, and we have a Facebook page too.
Okay.
But the website is www.operationpetsalive.org.
And they can find you the same way on Facebook, Operation
Yes.
Pets Alive?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'll do my best to link it up in the show notes when we get done. Really, really good to meet you, though.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Enjoyed visiting with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Guys, if you're interested in adopting a pet, definitely reach out to them, especially here in Montgomery County. But they can get you one in Colorado apparently if you need. So, but you have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. That's one we hadn't covered before, so excited to get to hear all about that. Come on down.
How's it going?
Very good. How are you? You need a hand with anything?
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Ooh. I get the sense we're going to be talking about.
CBD. You can
Yeah.
talk about the.
I was going to make a
Senate
joke about
bill.
the
Dan
devil's
Patrick.
lettuce.
With Dan Patrick. Here, you can make all the jokes you want, my friend. I know those guys at Hometown Heroes, and they're wonderful, and it's a wonderful company.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I called Tim and asked if they were going to sue and if they need this GoFundMe, and I'd help them.
Okay.
They said, "Oh no, we have another option."
Oh.
And that's when
Here,
they started.
grab those real quick.
That's
So
when
you-
they started to put those commercials together.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Well, so you're-
brilliant marketing, genius marketing.
So you're gonna have to help me because I know a little bit about this, but I don't have TV, and so you're talking to me about the commercials and all that kind of stuff. So I know a little bit about the stuff that Greg Abbott's been doing, but like educate me, please.
They just ended the session. They ended the session. The THC ban did not pass. Greg Abbott said yesterday, I heard from Austin yesterday, that possibly he may call a third session
Oh wow.
for this THC bill.
Okay.
Because there's so much money involved.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money. The thing is that we're hoping for, and praying for, is that if Trump decriminalizes cannabis from a federal level, then if Abbott bans it, he's going to look like an idiot.
Because it's gonna
It'll be
override. Yeah.
Federal, and so Abbott, if he passes this bill,
I gotcha.
It may come back on Abbott.
I
So
gotcha.
that's kind of, we're hoping. As of last Thursday, we thought this was killed and done, and we thought we
really?
were good for another 2 years.
Jeez.
Until Abbott came on yesterday and did a press conference and said, "Don't be surprised if he calls a third session."
Yeah. I mean, I even saw some people on social media this morning taking Abbott to task, saying like, "Well, we know that it causes mental disorders, and we know that it does this, and blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Do we?
No, we don't.
Do we know that?"
And the falsehoods that Patrick was spewing, and I could tell you as an example, I have a 420 milligram edible. Okay, it tests out exactly the way it should test at under 3% in Texas. That's our maximum.
Sure.
But we advise people, don't eat the whole thing all at once.
Sure.
I mean, so we had a customer whose dog ate the whole thing.
Oh, geez.
We do not advise giving your dogs THC. Don't do it, okay? But she called and she said, "Catherine, is my dog going to die?" And she said, according to Patrick, my dog's going to die.
Right. Yeah.
And I said, "No, your dog's not going to die. He's going to be a little groggy and a little messed up for a couple of days, but he's not going to die, I promise you." But that's what's happening out there. There, this fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
People that have never tried cannabis. There's millions of people that depend upon it for a daily basis.
Right.
To get through their pain, their anxiety, their everything.
Right.
So,
Wasn't it there was the famous film
Reefer Madness.
Reefer Madness.
That is exactly what we thought about what Patrick was
Yes,
doing.
and
Putting
wasn't
the
it?
fear, like
Okay.
we're all gonna die if we take this.
Look, I'll just put this out there. I have never smoked anything ever in my life. I'm not a drug user.
Right.
But I have zero problem with this because it just seems like such an obvious thing to be like, okay, yeah, some people are allergic to peaches and it will cause problems for you, right? I mean, some
Peanuts even.
peanuts,
Right.
Like, are we going to ban peanuts? I mean, and peanuts seems to be a really
Very
bad
common
one
allergic
that can
reaction.
kill people.
Yes, yes.
They actually kill people.
Yes.
But this one, I read up some of the history, like the Reefer Madness one, and that was backed by a guy that owned a newspaper business, and he was concerned about hemp being used as a paper replacement. And it's like it's just like the rabbit hole is just so deep on like villainizing
and
this
it
thing.
goes back so far.
Right.
That's if you want a good laugh, watch Reefer Madness. Watch Reefer Madness.
I even like
because it's so outdated,
the spoof on it from that '70s show that they did, which was hilarious.
Yes.
So funny.
Yes.
So, but like, I mean, just case in point, like my grandmother before she passed away was using cannabis for her joints.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, she wasn't smoking it or anything.
I
she
have
had
a lot
cream.
of customers that are older than 65 and 60
Yeah.
and 80. And I have one lady that says, you mean I can lick this lollipop and get high? And I said, yes, ma'am, you can. And she said, during the day? And I said, yes, sweetie, you're retired. You can lick
You
it
can do
all
what you
you
want.
Lick yourself to happiness, sweetheart.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, it seems like we ought to be treating it a lot like alcohol.
Well, and I've had my company for about 9, almost 10 years now. October will be 10 years. I found CBD for my sciatic nerve. Somebody handed me a gummy. And I said, yeah, right, this is going to do nothing for me, whatever.
Right.
30 minutes later, I had no pain. And I'm like, I've been eating ibuprofen for 20 years for this sciatic nerve pain.
Yeah, which is wonderful for your liver.
Yeah, exactly. So I found that, and it worked for me, and so I set out to find an all-natural product. My daughter said, Mom, that gummy had a bunch of crap in it, artificial crap. So I set out to find an all-natural gummy. Well, I found a company out of Colorado Springs. I went out there, spent 3 or 4 days. It was kind of like Catherine went to college. They educated me. They took me down to their grow farms, which were in Laguna, which were like, I walked in and it was as big as this facility. It was an old Walmart. I'm like, dang, this is the best Walmart I've ever been in, full of plants and everything. And then they took me down to the farms, and they were practicing all-natural farming. And I left there, and I was driving back to the Denver airport, and I said, if I don't do this, I'm going to be kicking myself. I took money out of my 401k, and Life's Balance was born, and I have never looked back.
That's awesome.
I quit my corporate job a year into my company, and never looked back.
What were you doing before?
I was corporate America. I sat on board as a director.
Oh, really?
I was on the Women in Cable Telecommunications Board of Directors.
Oh, wow.
I used to run cable all across this country. And now Life's Balance was born. But we have dog treats.
Okay. And
which
those are
fabulous.
like for joints and things like that?
Joints, and that's my dog.
Oh, that's your dog. Okay.
That's my dog, Smokey. I have a CBD company. My dog's name is Smokey.
Oh, that's
So we have chill pills for dogs. We have wonderful pain cream for people.
Okay.
We have a whole set of CBD only, no THC products.
Okay.
When I started the company, it was CBD only. I mean, we didn't have the hemp law.
Okay.
The hemp law came into effect a few years into legislation said, we didn't make this illegal.
Right.
And we thought we should. Well, you can't change legislation in the middle of a legislative year. So it was their screw up. The loophole was their screw up.
Yeah.
So they decided to come back and fix it. Well, they came back to fix it with a ban.
Okay.
And then they're going to wipe out a complete industry, 8,000 people in this industry.
That's crazy.
With a stroke of a pen. So regulation. I am for regulation, all for regulation. Regulate. That will get the crap off the streets because there's a lot of crap out there.
Right.
Don't buy your CBD from a convenience store and a gas station.
Yeah. No, that's...
Not all hemp is created equal. There's good, there's bad. You got to know where your products come from, know what you're putting into your body, and buy from a reputable company. Like I said, regulation is good. Banning is insanity. You can't ban a complete industry. Alcohol isn't good for everybody, but are you going to ban it?
No, they're not.
No.
They're not.
No, there's too much money in it.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I want to go back because you were talking about Trump doing something. Is he talking about moving it off Schedule 1?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Has he made any sort of indication of like where he wants to put it?
Schedule 3.
Schedule 3. Okay,
He
that
wants
makes
to
more
move
sense
it
to me.
from 1 to 3 because 3 makes it medical use.
Yeah.
But you know what else that opens up? Let me open up this can of worms. Opens up for pharmaceuticals to come right on in.
Yeah,
And
big money.
Here comes the big pharmaceuticals if it's a Schedule 3.
Yep.
But that's what he wants. I mean,
And that is the compromise, though. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I think people are going to have to. It's right now. It's like the devil, you know.
yes.
But like,
Yeah.
do you want
I don't
the
think
devil? You
there's
don't. I don't know.
Anybody out there that doesn't know somebody that's using some sort of cannabis in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
Their mother, their brother, their sister, their grandpa, their grandma.
Yeah.
You know, they're dogs. Somebody's using some form of it. You know,
Yeah,
because it's good for your body.
Well, because like you can get like a medical release for it right now, right?
Yes.
Somebody was telling me there's a problem with doing that though. It puts you on like a list. I want to say, don't quote me on this or anything, but I think I remember it being like it'll put you on a list where it makes it more difficult to like buy a firearm. Or
I'm sure that would not surprise me,
because you're using a medical substance that, in their opinion,
that
debilitates.
Would put you on a yes. I could see that.
Also, like put you on a list.
I don't agree with it, but I could see it.
I don't agree with it either, but I think it puts you on like lists like that where it makes it more difficult to get like a commercial driver's license for like a semi or something.
I'm glad I just got my carry license.
Oh, did you?
I just applied for my carry license. Yes.
So, but I think that only applies to people with like the medical card.
Right.
But
I understand that the legislation passage this session, where they expanded the Compassionate Use Act,
right,
which opened it up to different other ailments and diseases and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it opened it up a bit. It eliminated vapes completely. There's no more vapes are illegal. I had to take them off my website. I had to take.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you see a smoke shop selling vapes, they're breaking
illegally
the law.
doing it. Yeah.
They're breaking the law, and that is the point of that. A lot is if.
Are you talking about vapes specifically for like?
Yes, THC vapes,
THC? Okay.
CBD vapes.
But like regular like.
I think nicotine vapes are in that too.
Oh, they got wrapped up in that as well?
Nicotine is regulated by the TABC.
Uh-huh.
But they're wanting hemp to be regulated by the TABC too. That's part of the what Patrick wants is if there's going to be regulation, they want it to be regulated through TABC.
I think that's where most people are going to feel comfortable with it anyway.
Well, alcohol is regulated that way. Yeah.
And like nobody has any trouble getting that.
Right.
I mean, except for on Sundays.
Right.
Which I still don't understand that one.
There's so many things. I agree with regulation. I don't agree with banning. I know so many people in the industry that just have had trouble staying alive because of COVID.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've been around a long time, and I sell really good products, and I have a good client base.
Yeah.
So, come see us at the Home and Garden Show, Montgomery Home and
Where's your booth? Is it?
We're in the very corner.
On the opposite corner of where we're at.
So when you're exact opposite corner for where we are.
Awesome.
So come on by, get some samples. We've got.
What are you guys giving out as samples?
We have doggy treat samples for your puppy dog.
Okay.
We have pain cream samples for your joints.
Okay.
And for people, and then we have some regular CBD gummies.
Oh, awesome.
For people.
Not like this giant one you have right here. That is not the proper dosage.
This is our friend Carlos. Carlos and Charlie. No, lifebalancecbd.com. Come see us. We'll get you great show prices today, and thanks for having me.
Of course, yeah. And you guys are on social media and all that kind of stuff as well? Awesome.
Lifebalance.com.
Thank you so much for sitting down. Really good to meet you.
Thanks, man.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Oh, no.
You told me you don't do that, but I would have left you a lollipop.
I can give it away if you want me to. I'll even give you credit.
Give me creds.
Oh, yeah. Somebody will want
dear.
it. All right, you have a good one.
You bet.
All right, guys.
That was good.
What you needed to know about all the CBD stuff happening right now. There you go. You're up to date with what's happening in Texas, and you know about the legislative stuff, and you know about the products that are going to be available coming up real quick. So, there you go, winner. I see what happened. I did. Oh, come on in.
You're already ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm always ready.
All right.
You
You'll have to walk me through this.
It just grab that and so you can hear me.
All right.
And hear yourself. Kind of the rule is if you can hear you, they can hear you.
All right.
So, we've never met before, so let me know who you are and what you do.
My name is Tamala Jennings Flynn.
Okay.
And I am the past commander for Tomball American Legion Post 127.
Okay.
And we're here today to raise awareness about the American Legion and also a little bit of fundraising.
Okay.
Just hang out here in Conroe.
I'm immediately curious because I know zero about American Legion. Please educate me.
Okay.
I want to know all about it. And Tamala?
Yes,
Okay,
Tamala.
I'm Craig, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, too.
So the American Legion is a veteran service organization
Okay.
that was chartered by Congress in 1919. So
Okay.
we've been around for over 100 years. We are the largest veteran service organization. And the point of the American Legion is to basically bring the issues and awareness of what veterans face back to Congress so that we can bring our issues forward in our government, basically.
Okay.
But our biggest purpose is also to serve the needs of our veterans.
Okay.
So we have 4 pillars of service. Our first pillar of service is always our veterans and our active duty military for rehabilitation and service. And our second pillar of service is our children and youth. So we have different things that we do for children and youth that include like American Legion Baseball, which I'm sure you may have heard of. We also we support scouting, things like that.
So is this for like children who are the children of veterans?
No, for all children
For
and
all
youth,
children.
For our
Okay, I got you.
communities,
Okay.
yes. So our third pillar of service is national security, which in Tomball and probably in Conroe too is basically more about flood relief efforts, supporting our
Okay.
local firefighters and our police officers and EMTs and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then our fourth pillar of service is Americanism. And so we have scholarship programs for kids to talk about our Constitution.
Okay.
We also march in parades, we do flag retirement ceremonies, we do funerals, unfortunately. So we do a lot of things to be actively involved in our community.
Yeah.
And because it's a nonprofit, then we also can get active in our community, and if there's a program or something that we want to develop in our community that's unique to our community, we can do that too.
Right. So is there something like unique that you guys are doing here? You're in Tomball, or?
We're in Tomball.
Okay, so
there is a Conroe post as well, but we just happen to be out here today.
Sure, yeah. Why not?
So in Tomball, we do a lot of things. So we're lucky enough in Tomball to have a veterans clinic in Tomball through the VA system.
Okay.
And so we may support them in that way. We may do like lunches, or we may do coffee service there or something
Sure,
like
yeah.
that. We also raise funds and support Tunnels to Towers, which is for homeless veterans.
Okay.
We donate to homeless shelters in Houston. A lot of our outreach is for the Tomball area.
Sure.
But we can support all over the.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
So recently we actually raised money for the flood victims, of course.
Kerrville? Yeah.
So in Tomball, we're lucky enough that we have all 4 of the branches. I want to call them branches,
Yeah.
but I mean part of the family,
Yeah.
so to speak. So we have the American Legion, we have the American Legion Auxiliary, which is for the spouses of our veterans and for daughters and granddaughters
Yeah.
as well. We have the Sons of the American Legion, which is for the sons, obviously, of our veterans. And then we also have an American Legion Riders program out in Tomball. So if you're a motorcycle enthusiast and you happen to be a part of our family, then you can join that too.
Interesting. So I'll tell you, we actually just went to the Kerrville area because we helped raise some money here on the show, and the church that my wife works for, we ended up sending like somewhere in the neighborhood like $70,000 over there for that. And then we just went over and visited with the organization that we were making sure the money got to the right places. And one of the interesting things that they told us is like, look, stop sending money, stop sending water, stop sending Gatorade. And we're like, what's going on? They're like, look, this isn't like Katrina or any of these other ones in Houston or Louisiana where lots of people lost their homes. They're like, it's tragic, it's awful, but like the people that lost their homes, they're funded, like, and we've got all the money we need, and like all these organizations are now having to like rent warehouses to store all the water and Gatorade that people have done. Like we went over and above to help these people, and it's not to say that we don't need to help them. The thing that they're struggling with right now is they're still doing search and rescue, still searching for people buried underneath the debris. And so that's the people that need the support. They don't need water, they don't need Gatorade, all that kind of stuff. They just need the people. They need those people who are working for those organizations to be supported to get out there. And so, I'm still seeing organizations like send money to Kerrville, and I'm like, just slow your roll. Like it's just that's not what they need right now. They're, like the people that lost their homes, that's a small set of people, and like right now we just got to find bodies, which is so sad. That's the part, and I think that's the part that really like revved everybody up. Is it was kids. that we were having to deal with that. So, and like, which I know is probably, close to y'all's heart and your organization, because you guys are trying to serve kids. And like anytime something like that happens where it's tragic with kids, it's the worst.
It is.
So
one of the reasons we did a charity ride just recently, the riders did,
mm-hmm.
and they were raising money to pay for funerals and things like that.
Yeah.
But you're right, the organizations have reached out and said, don't send money.
Yeah.
Support the Red Cross and support those things that you should support. But the amazing thing about living in Texas is the just amazing support that we get.
Yep.
As veterans, Texas is amazing to support veterans. And anytime there's any kind of disaster relief efforts, like, people step up. It's one of the great things about living here, I think.
Well, as much as you guys are involved with veteran issues, where do you see us, like, as a state, kind of falling short or behind, or maybe not, where we can actually improve? Like, where are we, like, I love Texas. I think we do a lot of stuff really, really great. Obviously, there's always room for improvement.
Always.
So, like, what can we do to improve?
I think this is true for all states, not just Texas, but specifically rural areas struggle to meet the needs of veterans a lot of times.
Okay.
People in rural areas do support veterans, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
It's just the infrastructure is not there.
Yeah.
Like I said, in Tomball, we're lucky we have a VA clinic, but the further out you go, the less likely that becomes true. Also, one of the things is that Texas happens to be, I'm going to touch on a subject here, Texas happens to be one of the top states for women veterans.
Oh, okay.
And so that awareness is something that we are building and that we're working on.
Uh-huh.
And I think that infrastructure also needs to be built up more out in
states?
rural areas and in other states too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is Texas so good for veteran women?
Part of it is just we're a big state. Part of it, we're just a big state. California and Texas. Thank you. California and Texas are the two biggest states, I think, for this, and it's just we draw a lot of veterans. We have a good infrastructure. We have VA clinics. We have VA hospitals. And we have the bigger VA hospitals here. So the DeBakey in Houston is one of the bigger ones. And they actually have a women veterans segment there.
Oh, wow.
They have a whole part for that. But the further out you get, the less likely that becomes true.
So is VA funding done state by state based off the number of veterans in the state? Is that how that works?
Kind of, yes.
Kind of?
Yes.
Because I'm wondering if, like, because Texas has so many, and because California has so many, if it's like, okay, well, now they have more funding, kind of like the way you have, like, more representatives in Congress.
Well, you're serving more veterans in that
Yeah.
area, so that makes sense.
Sure.
And it's true in rural areas. Like, if you only have a handful of veterans, say, in one county, most of your funding's not going to go to that county, and that's just facts of life.
I mean, is it with rural stuff? To me, it would make sense to open funding to private doctors rather than having these veterans have to go, like, 2 hours into Dallas or whatever to go see a VA specialist or something like that. Is that something that's not, like, currently available, like where private physicians can actually accept VA money? I guess is the way I'm asking it. Or do you even know?
I don't know 100%. I know that TRICARE does allow some of that, and I'm pretty sure that the VA also has some kind of
relationships
like that too as well. But
it makes sense to me. I mean, like, rather than having, like, go build a hospital in a rural town.
Here's the problem when you go into private physicians' clinics and things like that, is that a lot of the issues that veterans face, not just women, but all veterans face, are unique to veterans. So when you have
you mean like the kinds of injuries that they have, the kind of mental care that they need, those kinds of things?
Yes,
okay.
and also the effect cumulatively over time. So someone who spent 20 years in is going to have some wear and tear, we'll call it that.
Sure.
That somebody on the outside may not have had, just because of the type of jobs that they held. And so you have situations where doctors that maybe are in the public sphere don't always understand how cumulative those effects can be. So we kind of make jokes in the Legion a little bit about how every veteran has knee problems and back problems.
Yeah.
Because of just the work that you do, marching around in boots, whatever. And so a regular physician, of course, knows to look for those kinds of things, but they may not understand the cumulative effect it may have on the joints over time. Okay. And it's just something that when you're in the VA system that they are just more aware of and more able to work with. So
this is all interesting. I love this. It's cool. I'm happy to learn about it because I've never just had somebody to talk to and tell me about it. How do you? Is there any requirement to be involved with you guys? I mean,
So in order to be a member of the American Legion, you have to be a veteran.
Okay.
So you have to have served in one of the branches of service.
where'd you serve?
I was a U.S. Navy mineman,
Okay.
and so I actually didn't ever go anywhere except the United States. So I was here stateside in Virginia and in South Carolina.
Okay.
So, but anyway, in order to be in the American Legion, you have to be a veteran in one of the services, and you have to have had something besides a dishonorable discharge. So
Okay.
you had to have honorably served.
Yep. Okay.
We don't have specific timelines. So if, for example, you joined and you were in boot camp and you were trying to serve and for whatever reason got a medical discharge,
Yeah.
you could still join the American Legion.
Okay.
Because we recognized that the heart was there, the want to serve the United States was there, and maybe you just, for whatever reason, weren't able to complete that length
God
of
didn't
service.
bless you with the knees you needed.
Exactly. But, I mean, we have guys that have served for 20 years, served in battle overseas, who served on board ship during wartime, and then we have guys, or women like me, who, served at a period of time when things were a little bit more calm, a little bit more quiet.
Right.
Your value of your service is still there.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for your service.
Thanks.
Really good to meet you. And is there a way or a website or a Facebook group or anything like that where people can...
Legion.org.
Legion.org. There you
No
go.
matter where you are in the world, if you go to legion.org, you can find a post, you can find out more information, and you can join.
Awesome. Tamala, thank you so much for sitting down.
Thank you.
So
It's nice to meet you.
really good to meet you too. All right, guys, there you go. We are getting it. We're getting the exotic guests this time, guys. This is awesome. Learning about American Legion, learning about CBD. We got it going on. Let me thank our sponsors again, Lone Star Appliance Repair. Get your appliances fixed. Get them back up running just like new. 936-647-2364. Also, big thank you to True Texas Solar and Roofing. You can give them a call at 936-286-8325. All right, you want to grab these? Helps you hear.
Okay.
And if you can hear you, they can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Who are you?
Hey, my name is Sergio Martinez. I'm the owner of Sergio Landscaping and Design.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, sir.
What kind of landscaping you guys do?
Well, we do all commercial residential.
Scoot up just a little bit.
We do commercial residential landscaping.
Okay. Is it like installations, maintenance?
We do all the above. We're a complete landscaping company. We do lawn maintenance, landscaping, design, irrigation system repair and design. I'm a licensed irrigator, licensed designer, and licensed horticulturist.
Man, getting the irrigation sides right is tough.
It is, especially during the summer months. Especially whenever, like in the city of Conroe, we have a lot of water conservation that it comes along. So you only have certain days that you can water your lawn.
Yeah. Well, not only that, I mean, just like the installation and design of those systems is so crucial. I'm in the pest control business, and I have to tell people all the time, like, look, your sprinkler was installed wrong. It's spraying water into your house, and causing problems, bringing bugs in, causing termites, all this kind of stuff, and people just don't know because they don't want to pay attention to it. It's the sprinkler system.
Well, not necessarily. A lot of people, they're not aware of it because the irrigation system normally comes during the early time in the morning.
Right.
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, you're dead asleep, so you're not putting attention. Not unless your lawn care guy comes along and say to the homeowner, hey, by the way, you have a broken head for the last 3 months.
Yeah, so, it's been dumping water over here.
Exactly. So it's a great idea for us to come over at least quarterly just to run around, check it out, do the adjustments that we got to do.
Yeah. Well, and there's so many like new advancements in the technology with that now. I mean, all the different zones that you can put in, all the controls. I mean, most people can kind of look at their water usage through their phone on their sprinkler system.
Yes.
It's incredible what you can do.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays technology has come along, long ways. We actually have water flow sensors, and we got moisture sensors that we can put on the ground and the certain areas that you can detect what areas are dry on your lawn or what areas are too wet.
Yeah.
So we got rain sensors that will cut off your irrigation system during the storm, and it will take between 24 to 40 hours before the contacts dried out and reset itself.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of stuff's important for guys like me, too, because, like, a lot of times we're putting out, like, ant bait. And we have to tell the customer, like, look, we need you to turn the sprinklers off for 48 hours. And, like, if it's, like, some dial or something like that. They don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
They'll just tell us yes and ignore us. But if they can do it on their phone, like, hey, turn it off for 48 hours. That's so convenient.
Absolutely. Well, got about 15 years experience on the irrigation industry. In fact, I sat on the board with the TCQ Advisory Council.
Okay.
So I was awarded, and I'm going to be part of it for 6 years.
Okay.
So I know a little bit of
A
water.
little bit?
A little bit of water. I was the president of the Gulf Coast Houston Irrigation Association also for a few years.
Uh-huh.
So I got my hands wet here and there. Yes, sir.
I know one of the things that people are starting to talk more about is the efficiency of the use of the water, and making sure that, like, not overspraying, not, wasting the water. Because, water usage is going to become a more and more expensive proposition for homeowners. What are some of the things that you guys are looking at to minimize that for homeowners so they can still, maintain their lawns, maintain their gardens, but not use maybe as much water?
Well, believe it or not, whenever we decide the irrigation system, there are all different brands out there. But whenever we design it, we make sure we have the proper water coverage, the proper water precipitation rate for the certain areas. We install the irrigation system, we put them on the ground, give it to the homeowner. Well, a couple years down the road, he has an issue. Well, my lawn care guy knows how to do irrigation system. So he goes up there, replace the head or the nozzle, whatever it is. But he puts whatever's in the truck, not what's we're supposed to be designed with.
Right.
So that's where you start losing your precipitation rate. That's where the areas where you have drier or wetter areas.
Yeah.
Each nozzle is set off for a certain distance and for certain precipitation rate. Different brands, they have different systems and different precipitation rates. So it's very important to stay with the design that it was built to keep it consistent.
How much work do you guys have to do on the back end before you put a system in?
Well, I do most of the designs,
right.
So I'm pretty experienced. I work with different brands. Some of the homeowners say, hey, you know what? I've been having Hunter all my life. I want a Hunter system. Some say, I want a Rainbow, I want a Toro. There's all different brands.
Right.
So when I'm come along, my computer, I know what areas that I need to water more and what's less. One thing we're really trying to encourage is not to water the grass and the plants at the same time. Because during the summer months, one of the other ones are going to require more water than others.
Yeah.
So we're trying to separate the systems. The grass is going to water just the grass, and the landscaping is going to be just doing the flower beds
thing,
and
yeah.
so on. Yeah.
So those are going to be like your different zones that you have set up.
Exactly. We do different zones.
So, but are you having to do soil tests, look at grass type? What are the different?
We actually do a little bit of background information. We do look at the soil, make sure if it's clay, sandy, loam.
Right.
So we know how much water to put in there. We also look at the factor of if it's a lot of shade on that section, or it's a full sun. So if you got a lot of shade, so there is different nozzles that we can put in there that actually help with the water conservation.
Okay.
So we tailor or custom design each irrigation system according to it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Unfortunately, the homeowner looks at the bottom line.
The
What's
price.
the price?
Yep. That's why I was asking.
Not how it was designed.
And that was going to be my next thing. Is I imagine the way that you guys are doing it is not the cheapest.
Absolutely.
And so, what are the questions that homeowners should be asking of irrigation people to make sure that they're getting the right kind of design and the right system for their home that's not overwatering or doing all the things that we don't want it to do?
Well, the first question you got to ask: are you a licensed irrigator?
Yeah, sure.
That's the first question, because I know there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, I'm an irrigator. I've worked so many years for an irrigation system. Yeah, one thing is they give you the design, you put it on the ground, versus sitting down and actually designing. So first thing you got to ask, are you a licensed irrigator? How long you been in business? What kind of warranty I'm going to have with my new irrigation system installed? According to the state of Texas, you require at least 2 years warranty.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's awesome.
And also, the third question is, do you have insurance?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Are you insured? Something that a lot of people don't know, but unfortunately, a lot of small companies run the business out of their cell phone.
Yep.
So 2 years later, whenever you want to call in and say, hey, I had a problem, guess what? They changed their name of the company, they changed their phone number, and so on. So, just do a little background on the company you're going to be hiring.
Yeah.
We've been in business for 22 years. I've been on the same location for the last 18 years.
That's awesome.
So we do have an office. I had 40 employees. I got engineers. I got 2 engineers in my office that actually work full-time. And so we're a one-stop shop.
Awesome. Well, if people want to get a hold of you, how do they do it?
Well, actually, you can go through our website,
Okay.
surgeoflandscaping.com, or you can call our office numbers 936-788-1219.
Fantastic. Can people find you on Facebook or anything
They
like that?
can find us on Facebook, Instagram,
Okay.
the website, and we're part of the Conroe Chamber, the Hunsrück Chamber, the Woodlands Chamber, the Katy Chamber, the Fall Street Chamber. So yeah, so we
Awesome.
cover a pretty broad area on the North Houston.
Very cool. Well, dude, it's really good to meet you.
Hey man,
Enjoyed the
thanks for
education.
having me.
Oh,
All
man,
right.
thank you.
All right.
Have fun at this event. Do you have a booth nearby?
Yeah, it's right.
Right out there?
Right out there.
Okay.
Yeah, come over and see me.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
All right, guys, we are carrying on with the show. Hopefully you learned something about irrigation, the right questions that you need to be asking when you're interviewing these guys to install your systems. Come on. Yeah, come on.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm Jennifer Hayward.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Good to meet you, Jennifer.
Nice to meet you.
So you want to grab those? So
Aggie? Is that Aggie ring?
It is.
What class are you?
03.
96.
96.
Just a little bit older.
Listen, compared to I'm watching some of the cadets come in right now, and it's like class of 29, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm old.
Hey, I just told you I was 96. I'm old.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's, so I'm trying to think, were any of my guys 96? I think my seniors were 97. I think that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, because my first year there was 99.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I mean, College Station has just changed so much. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. So my whole family's from there. Like we have our family reunions in Welborn, if you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
So like most of West Campus is like my ancestors went dove hunting out there with, it's like.
So it's completely unrecognizable at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, like
Yeah.
we're firmly established in that community. We love it out there. Why'd you go there?
It's funny. I was dating a guy my senior year in high school
Uh-huh.
who was all about the core. Like,
Okay.
do or die, that's what he was doing. And I was supposed to go to Baylor. I had a roommate. He's like, just visit. Just go visit one time. I was not there 15 minutes, and I was like, this is where I'm going. I'm going here.
My daughter felt the same way. Like she's 16 right now, and she went to her first, without me, went to her first football game last year with a young adult from our church, and she came back home and she's like, that's where I want to go. It just feels like home. And I was like, I know. I don't know what it is about it.
Sadly, I don't have any Aggies in my family. My kids, they both ended up deciding they wanted to go the athletics route in college. And not big enough to play at A&M, so they're actually both at Hillsdale College in Michigan.
Oh,
so,
wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Look, I never pressure any of my kids about going to school at A&M. I mean, it's like, look, I don't even pressure them about going to school, honestly. It's like...
Right, yeah. You got to figure that out for yourself.
Yeah, it's like... Well, because I tell them, like, look, what I do, like in our businesses, like, that's not what I went to school for.
Most people...
Yeah, I got a history degree from A&M. It's like, no, I'm running businesses. Like, none of that prepared me for this.
Right.
Yeah. And then I did a graduate work, which I'm not doing any of that either. So it's like I kind of tell them, like, look, why don't you spend like 2 years going on like an adventure? Like, honestly, like go do something that you're going to learn a skill, that you're going to have a story to tell, that you like, because you're stupid. You're 18.
It's something that you can do now that'll be much more difficult to do it later on in life.
Well, yeah, I actually was telling my wife that a couple months ago. I was like, man, I wish I had not gone to college when I was 18. And she's like, why? And I was like, because me now knows to tell Craig, you should go cowboy on a ranch in Montana for a couple years. And she's like, why? And I was like, because there's zero chance I can do that now.
Yeah.
Like, I would fall and I would die. I'd be broken for the rest of my life.
Right.
I'd go do it if I had the chance, but like, I
Right.
would die.
Yeah.
Just because I'd be having too much fun.
Right.
But I was like, I can't do that now. I
Yeah.
could do it then, and I could recover from a broken leg or like a whatever.
Right.
Like, but like, there's no So anyway,
Yeah.
what do you do?
I own a company called the Glass Guru of Conroe.
Okay.
And we do window and door glass replacements, showers, mirrors, in-glass pet doors, basically any type of glass services you might need.
Okay.
We do commercial as well, but the majority of our business comes from the residential side.
Oh, awesome. So are you guys actually doing like whole window replacements?
We can, but our actual specialty is in reglazing, which means you just take out the old window pane that's foggy, the seal's broken, whatever may be broken.
Or maybe somebody shot like a BB gun through it or something like
Exactly.
that?
Yeah, baseball, we get a lot. Golf ball, we get a lot of those. And then you can cut that actual part out and just replace it without having to replace the whole entire window.
How does that work with aren't there like double pane glass that have like argon filled with them or something like that?
We take the entire double pane unit. It's called an insulated glass unit.
Okay.
We take that out. They're called glazing beads, and they're like the plastic stops that are what helps hold it inside the frame. And we just take those off, we cut it out, and we have the exact same thing rebuilt, the same kind of glass, the same, unless you want to upgrade to a different low E for efficiency purposes. And then we have it rebuilt, we put it back in, silicone it back in the frame, and put the stops back. And you'll never even know we were there.
Really? Is this like a more affordable option than replacing the window?
It's much more affordable.
Really?
Yes.
So like I imagine it depends on the size or something like that. But if I just needed to replace like one pane out of like a 4-pane window, what's that going to run me? I'm not going to
around $300.
$300. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to like replacing all the windows in my house, that's crazy.
Like we tell people all the time, if you're happy with your frames, if they're still in good condition, don't spend that money right now.
Sure.
Because it's a lot of money.
Yeah. I may actually need you guys to come out. I had the BB gun situation. Well, it was like it hit it, and it didn't go through the second pane. But so now you can't see through the window because it's full of spider webs.
Yes.
And
so it's a tempered piece of glass then.
Yeah, and it's like, do I want to replace the whole window? That seems like that's the struggle in my brain. Is like that's my only option. Now I know
a lot of people don't realize that you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what attracted us to this model first. The Glass Guru has been around for 20 years.
Okay. Is it a franchise or?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
It
awesome.
is a franchise.
Yeah.
We've only been in business for about 4 months, but we have hired some installers that have been in the glass business 30 plus years.
Okay.
We have a shower guy that's all he does is showers. He's been in the business for 15 years. So my husband and I run the business.
Okay.
That side of things, but then we hired the experts to do the work.
Oh, for sure.
us,
Yeah. That's cool. So how did you guys find out about it?
We actually hired a franchise business coach.
Oh.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Oh, yeah. No, I know about that. Yeah.
And we decided pretty
They kind of help you
quickly-
find the right kind of franchise
Yes, they
and
kind
that
of
kind of
talk
business.
to you, see what you're looking for, and they kind of match you with, these are some options that kind of fit what you're looking for.
Right.
We decided to go the franchise route because the built-in technology marketing that's not our specialty.
Sure.
So we wanted to pay somebody else to do that, and it's a great business. They give you a business coach that I meet with weekly and kind of help you with what's going on, what do you need help with, and it's been a great business.
That's
We
awesome.
wanted something kind of recession-proof. They did really well during COVID when people are sitting in their houses staring at their walls going, what do I need to do?
Yeah.
So
I need a project.
Yeah. So that's how we ended up
That's
with
awesome.
this business.
And so 4 months, how's it going?
It's going great.
Yeah?
It's going really, really well.
So I know franchises are typically territorial.
Yes,
Are
we
you
are.
guys like just Montgomery County or?
We are primarily kind of north of actual Lake Creek, so kind of north of 1488.
Right.
We've got Conroe, Willis, Montgomery, all the way up to the south side of Huntsville.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And do they have opportunities for you guys to expand that or?
Yes, there are actually on the east side of 45 especially.
Oh, all the way over to like Kingwood and stuff like. Okay.
There's a guy that owns Spring, so he's got the woodlands in south of there. He's a great guy, so that territory is covered, but there's plenty of room for expansion.
Look, I think the franchise market doesn't get enough love. I mean, because if you've only ever worked for somebody else, but you're interested in going into business for yourself, it's a good stepping stone to like get your feet underneath you for the exact reasons that you're talking about. Like you may not know how to market.
Right.
But like franchises can give you a lot of tools to get you up and running super quick.
For sure. Yes.
And give you access to the experience that otherwise you just have to like pain through.
Right.
You know?
For sure. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much step by step. Okay, this month you need to focus on this. Like,
Right.
we signed our contract in February, and our doors were open mid-June. So we
Right.
spent all those months prior doing all the things you need to do to establish yourself, get your permits, get your name out there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and I imagine they have it down to a science.
They do.
Yeah. So I mean, like I came at it from, I'm a second generation business guy, like, and so I still have the advantage of going back to my folks, being like, this happened. What the hell do I do with this? Like, I've never seen this before, and they're like, oh yeah, we've done that like 5 or 6 times, you know, and like you have that person to kind of go back to and be like, okay, how did you manage this? How did you deal with this difficult situation? Hey, this paperwork came across my desk. I've never seen this paperwork before. What is this thing? And they're like, oh yeah, I've got that in the file folder, you know, because back then people kept files.
Right.
And you know, like, so, but like I feel like franchises are kind of like that, where like you have access to those people that want
Yes.
you to succeed. You know,
Right.
they literally have an interest in you succeeding.
right.
You know, they've invested in you and you've invested in them. That's why I think it's such a great relationship.
Yeah, I agree. And,
So-
you know, the Glass Guru, man, what you see is what you get. You know, the experience. We wrote that check, and we've talked to plenty of people that are like, oh, we write the check, and then you're kind of on your own. And,
Yeah.
man, the Glass Gurus, they've been everything that we thought they would be. So it's been a great decision.
What were you guys doing before, if you don't mind me asking?
My husband is in medical device sales,
Okay.
and I was a teacher. I
Okay.
was fortunate and blessed enough to stay home with my kids.
Awesome.
And I started subbing again the past few years. Like, do I want to get back in? We're newly empty nesters.
Okay.
So we were
That's
like,
an interesting transition.
yes. And we decided, you know what, we want to do something together. And I'm running most of it. He's still kind of on the fence between both jobs, you know. But he's loving this. He's like, man, I got to get an exit strategy for my day job because this is a lot of fun. So that's how we ended up here.
Awesome. Well, okay, so let me ask you this, because I think this is, I mean, like, it's the homeowner show, and like we talked a little bit about glass, but like with empty nesters, I'm kind of curious, like, are you guys, I imagine, how many kids did you guys have?
We have 2.
2 kids. Did you have a pretty good size house?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you-
3,500 square feet.
Okay, that's a good size house. I mean, are you looking at it now going like, this is too much? This is too much house?
Like, I never go upstairs. I haven't been upstairs since
yeah.
they left. But, you know, it's funny because my kids are like, we've talked about it, and y'all aren't allowed to move till after we're, you know, out of college. We got to come home here. And I'm like, well, you're not paying the mortgage.
But
We'll
that's
see.
the struggle, right? It's like they want to come home, they want to visit. It's like, especially if it's like the house they grew up in, they're like, you can't get rid of that. And I'm like, I'm
Right.
looking at my wife going like, and once the kids are gone, like, do we need all this?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, because we have 3, and it's like, and we're not in a huge house anyway. But I'm like, we just don't need that much. And I'd rather not pay the energy.
Right.
I'd rather not pay the like all the things. I don't want to. I mean,
Yeah, you're like, why am I running a second AC to keep the upstairs cool? Nobody's there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I literally just put in a separate air conditioning system in my son's room because he's on the 3rd floor, and it's like his room just got hotter than every place else in the house. We don't have an attic. Our house is
Okay.
weird. Our house is weird, and so like he kind of lives in the attic.
Oh, he probably loves that. He probably thinks it's really cool.
Oh, it is. It's his own. It's his own little space, all to himself. But like I would go up there at night, and I'm like, man, it's still not cool. I wouldn't like sleeping up in here. So I put an air conditioning system in. And I was like, I gave him a remote control. I went in the other day. He had it turned down to 60. I was like, what is wrong with you? Like the whole front of the system was just like dripping wet, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? Got to put some guardrails on. He's ruining the glass. That's what he was doing.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
So, well, anything else you want people to know about what you guys do?
Man, you know, aside from the re-window glazing and replacing the foggy glass, we do a lot of custom like glass showers.
Okay.
So if you're looking to upgrade your bathroom,
Yeah.
and you want to get rid of the frame shower, or you just want to refresh, we do a lot of those.
Is there any kind of treatment you guys can do on those pieces of glass to keep them from getting all scummy? You know what I mean? Because people have like hard water, it gets like that.
Right.
I don't know if there's.
We don't have a specific product that we use, but I know the water down here is so hard.
Yes.
You know, so I found, you know what I use? I use 00 steel grade wool, and it doesn't scratch your glass. I make a paste with Barkeeper's Friend. Really?
Nice. Okay, that's a good trick.
One other thing we do that a lot of people also don't know is possible, we can make an in-glass pet door, like you have a glass patio door. We can replace the glass panel and have a notch cut out of it, and there is a pet front door that we can attach to that. And it looks really nice.
Really?
It's a really nice door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it still like a plastic flap that?
It is.
Or like a
but
rubber?
It is, but it also has this little door that you can shut when you want it closed.
Yeah, so
that
you don't like
can
raccoons
slide
in your house
and-
later on?
mhm. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No, those. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. I mean, have you guys dealt with any of these? Because one of the things I'm thinking about putting on my house are these glass walls that are either the doors that like independently hinge. You know what I'm talking about?
We've done a couple of estimates and jobs like that where you have an office right when you walk in your house. There's an office right there, and
Right.
they want some type of privacy. And,
Yep.
you know, build that kind of glass panels with some metal bars that kind of separate it off, just for it serves an aesthetically.
Yeah.
It's really nice aesthetically.
Yeah.
But then it also gives a little bit of that buffer between the rest of the house and the office.
I really want one from like my living room to my porch. I just want like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? And I don't know if you've seen them, but like they're like independent, like big glass doors, but like each one can like turn.
Oh, so they're like on a track, and you can slide each one of them.
But you can open one, or you can like push them all to one side and open the whole thing up, and then it's almost like an accordion. I don't even know. I'm probably not describing it very well.
There's a really great. We use one of our glass vendors that we use is right here in Conroe. They're called Precision Glass Industries, and they're amazing. They do all they do all of our showers, and they do a lot of that specialty glass.
Okay,
like
cool. So, but like if it gets broken, you guys can replace the.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yes.
I see the game we're playing now.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, okay. So did you? I don't know who's next coming up, but so did you watch the game yesterday? A&M?
Well, we're here, and so we're trying to watch a little bit on our phone, and my son's football team was playing. We're trying to watch that, so we watched a little. I'm going to watch them play Notre Dame next weekend. And
You're going to?
So
That's
excited.
gonna be
I've
awesome.
never been there. I've always wanted to go.
Oh, that's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, so, okay, did your son played yesterday? Who were they playing?
That's a small D2 private
Sure,
college.
yeah.
They played, who did they play yesterday? Tiffin University.
Okay.
So-
What position does he play?
Funny story. He's always been a linebacker. He was a safety in high school. He was a linebacker in college. They just moved him to running back, so it's a whole new adventure.
Oh, wow.
It's been, yeah.
That is different.
So he's trying to fight for his time on the field now. They're like, we need some more grittiness over there, so we're going to move you over there. He's like, okay, coach, wherever you want me.
Jeez. Is he enjoying it?
He is. I mean, he's like, I've never been on this side of the ball before. It's kind of fun carrying the football, you know? So
Delivering hits. As the running back. Golly.
Right.
Did they win yesterday?
they did.
Awesome.
They did win.
What was the score?
Yep, 21-14.
Did he score any?
No, he didn't.
Ah.
No. No.
So has he? I mean, was this their first game of the season?
Yes, it was.
Has he scored one at all this year?
No.
Is he thinking he might? I mean, is he feeling?
He's hoping.
Yeah?
Like he, you know.
Is he getting a lot of play time?
No, there's an upperclassman above him, and then there's another kid that's, you know, when you've been playing running back for 4 weeks, and then
Sure,
all
yeah.
this, so he's got his work cut out for him. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, they must see something in him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not afraid to hit somebody, so he's, you know, if anything, I think he'd be a really good pass blocker.
Oh, okay. That's probably not that. Is he pretty big? I'd imagine.
He's only about 5'11", just under 6 feet, but he's about 215, 220.
Yeah.
So he's strong.
Yeah. He's got some meat on him. Did your husband play football at all?
No, he played baseball in college for a couple of years.
There you go.
So,
Got some athleticism.
yeah.
Did you play sports at all?
I played growing up, but I didn't play in college.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Did it shock you that he went to go play college ball? I mean, like.
A little bit, because he was always going to go to A&M.
Oh, okay.
And then getting into high school football, and they were pretty successful. They had some good seasons. He's like, you know what? I think I want to go do that. I'm like, okay.
That's awesome.
Again, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
You want your kids to do what they want to do, because you can only do it. It's now or never.
This is the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, remind everybody the name of your company and how to get a hold of you and like where to find you guys.
Yeah, we're called the Glass Guru of Conroe, but we actually have an office just south of downtown Montgomery by the railroad tracks.
Okay.
And we are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. You can find me at if you look up our website, it's just the Glass Guru of Conroe, and you can get in touch with me that way. My name is Jennifer Hayward.
Jennifer. And can they find you on Facebook? And
Yes, we are on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Not doing any weird TikTok dances out there or anything?
Not yet. I haven't gotten to that yet, no.
Could be either.
My kids might be like, Mom, don't do that. Please do not.
The time will come. The
Yeah.
time will come. So,
Yeah.
really, really good to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. Thanks for having me on here.
Of course. Yeah.
Bye.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
We are
Thank you. Good luck with everything.
Oh, thank you so much. We are carrying on. Oh, you got some? Oh, you are killing it today. You know that? Oh, awesome.
She said you're going to pay me $100.
Oh, is that what it was? Is that all? So, here, grab these so you can make sure you able to hear me. No. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Can you hear yourself?
I can.
There we go.
All right.
We're firing on all cylinders. Who are you and what you do?
My name is Mickey Wells, and I am a building consultant with Built Green Custom Homes.
Built Green. Okay, I've seen y'all's office. Oh, where did I see it?
We're
Tell-
on Magnolia
in
on 1480.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Right there by Shipley Donuts, where you're probably stopping.
I think I probably passed you guys going to Deacon Baldy's. We have a lot of business lunches there.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you're a building consultant. Okay. So are you a building consultant just for that company, or are you explain to me what you do?
Okay. I work with Built Green Custom Homes.
Okay.
Now, what we do, what makes us different than another custom builder, is that we allow you to be the general contractor.
Okay.
You are going to build the home.
All right.
We are going to support you in that endeavor.
Okay.
We have trades. We have building schedules. We have pre-construction binder when you're in that phase, if you're not an online guy.
Yeah.
We also have a construction binder that helps and has everything in it. We do, when we first meet someone, say, you want to know more about this. I say,
Sure,
come
yeah.
on in. We're going to sit down and talk about our process, how it works, and I'm going to do a budget estimate with you.
Okay.
This is nuts to bolts, what it's going to cost to build that home.
Right.
We're going to ask about the property. Are you going to need septic? Are you on, public water? You want to build a well?
Right.
Propane, things like that. We're going to build that into your budget. If
Okay.
that's something that house needs those supporting actors, we're gonna put
100%
them in
it
your
probably
budget.
does.
We're not just going to say, oh, the house is going to be, X amount of dollars, but you don't have a driveway there.
Right.
We want to give you a very realistic picture of what that's going to cost. And so we go through that, and if somebody has decided, yes, I want to look further into this, I also tell them, we have free build classes. Those are really cool.
Okay.
They are on Saturdays, and they're at our office for the most part. Sometimes we'll have it at a showroom somewhere. And there are 8 classes, and the next one coming up is number 1 in the series. There's 8 classes. We do them in order of a build. And the first one is covering lot selection, design. I'm sorry, I don't even remember what all else, but it's
Oh, you're good.
the first thing in that. And that class is going to be Saturday, September 13th.
Okay.
It's next weekend.
Okay. Is that something you have to sign up for?
Yeah, we just on the line. You can RSVP online.
Yeah.
Obviously, with fire code, you have to know how many people you're expecting in
Sure.
there.
Yeah.
But we have anywhere from, it could be 60 to 100 people.
Oh, wow.
Come to the classes. Very informative.
Yeah.
They start at 9 a.m.
So is it? Does it cost anything to go, or
Free
it's
building
free?
classes.
A free building.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I didn't know
And-
if you had to be a client or
No, we have a lot of people come and learn about our process. They want to dip their toe in the water, and this is, an easy way to do it. Learn more about the system, hear more about our program, and just kind of is this something I think I might want to do? And an opportunity to talk to other people.
Right.
We have people that will go through the classes twice. They went through it before they even signed up, and now they're in the middle of their build, and it's like, hey, I want to review that class on framing again.
Yeah.
So,
So is it to educate them so that they can be a better GC of their own project?
Absolutely.
It seems
Even
to be
if-
reinforcing the model that you guys.
it is.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is. They're very empowering. You may not remember everything that you learned about foundations
Sure.
in that class, but when it comes time to do it, it's like, I remember hearing something about this, and it's enough that you can ask a question.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, remind me about, or now you have questions to talk to those different vendors that have given you quotes, and you want clarification on something. We've always had people come back and say the classes were amazing.
Yeah. Do you need to, or is it like a requirement to go through these classes in order to become a client?
No.
No? Okay.
No. It's to your benefit.
Sure.
It'll make you a better GC, more aware of what's going on in the build, and just new technologies that come up.
Yeah.
We may have, for instance, we had a roofer in. It may have been in the last 2 years, and GAF had come out with new shingles, solar shingles.
Oh.
So people were able to hear about that.
Was it somebody from Fair Claims?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
As a matter of fact, it was.
I knew they were the first ones to install those GF solar
Yeah.
shingles in Houston.
Justin
O'Neill.
O'Neill.
Yep.
Yeah, so he had come out and.
I've known
done a
Justin for like 20 years.
He did the roof on my house.
Oh, did he? Okay. He
Which
does
is-
my roof as well.
Which is a built green custom home that my husband and I built through this program. That's how I came to work with them.
Oh, really?
I love the process so much.
That's so cool.
That, yeah, it was really funny because after we built our house, we're like, gosh, we could do this again. And I thought, I want to be in this industry. And I went to work for a builder close to our home. And after 2 weeks, I came home and told my husband, I said, I don't think I can do this. He goes, what do you mean? We just built our own home. I said, I know too much. So, yeah, after I left there, I came to work with Built Green.
That's awesome.
So I've been helping people go through the process like we did for 4.5 years.
So, do you have anybody? I mean, because when I saw the sign out by the road, my immediate thought was like, oh, so you're building green homes.
I've had people ask that before.
It sounds like you guys would probably be happy to do that, but like it doesn't sound like that's the only thing.
No, not at all. It's your custom home. If you want to pursue green initiatives, you can green up all you want.
Right. Yeah.
You're limited by your imagination and your budget.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, I had someone reach out one time and they wanted to do their insulation as hemp.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. I hadn't heard of that.
Sure.
So I got online and I'm looking at stuff, and I think it was more like Indiana or some place had stuff, but it's not mainstream here.
Sure. Yeah.
But it was for insect control. So, yeah, everybody's got something that they want to look into, and they're free to dig into as much as they want,
Yeah. No, I mean, but getting educated on that. You brought up insulation, and it's a big story that we ran recently about insulation and pest control. I'm in the pest control industry, and we've been coming up against these scams where these companies are telling homeowners to remove all their insulation because they have like a rodent problem or whatever problem it is. They're telling them they can solve their problem with insulation. Yeah. And telling them that they have rodent-resistant insulation and termite-resistant insulation, and it's like, no, this
sounds to me like
this is not a thing. This is so.
You need to stop them from coming in.
Well, yes.
Insulation isn't supposed to be that.
No.
That's not the purpose of
No.
insulation.
Well, but here's this is why it's so important to like get educated. Is it's so tricky because they do have insulation that is laced
that may
with
have those properties.
It's laced with boric acid,
Okay.
which is a known pesticide, right? But the reason they put the boric acid in the insulation is because it reduces the burn time on the insulation by like 25%. It was to make it safer if your house caught on fire,
Right.
to be able to escape in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with pests or rodents or anything like that, but they can tell them like, oh look, we've got this insulation that has boric acid in it, and it'll solve your rodent problem. And it's like, no, this is not.
It's a secondary benefit.
If
you
it
will.
does anything,
Yes.
I mean, so because it's not designed for that, and it's not even on the label. So I'm big on education. Like that excites me that you guys are doing that, because I'm more informed. Which honestly, that's the whole reason we do this show. Is like we want people to have as much information as possible. We want them to be able to communicate to contractors
Right.
and other people who are providing services for their home more intelligently.
There's so many people that buy a home and they have no idea what's in their walls.
Yep.
They don't know how far apart their studs are.
No.
They don't know if their roof is going to sag because they don't know how far apart their joists are.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much to, you can't know everything.
No. It's
And
almost like you have to
so
become an inspector.
It really is, and that is something that we do. We have trades that are independent inspectors,
Right.
Third party. So we build that into the budget.
Yeah. No, I think that's one of the most crucial steps is like stage inspections.
Oh, absolutely,
You know.
absolutely. We always encourage to do engineering on the slab
Mm-hmm.
and also the framing, and then those same engineers come out and inspect
Awesome.
those jobs. And then your mechanical, electrical, and plumbing inspections. We do, I'm trying to draw on a blank. There's also energy inspections.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Substrate inspections to make sure that penetrations are sealed before your exterior cladding
Mm-hmm.
goes on the house. We're big on inspections.
Mm.
We want you to be able to protect your investment.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I imagine you guys have gotten pretty good over the years at finding good contractors and tradespeople. How do you guys?
How do we find them?
Yeah. How do you
vet
find them? I
them?
mean,
Some of our trades have been with us almost probably 20 years.
Okay.
Now, when your plans are ready to go to bid set,
Mm-hmm.
we send them out for competitive bids. There's
Okay.
not the built green framer,
I got you.
the built green plumber. We have several trades, and we send those out, and you are able to, when it comes time to build, you are able to go through all those quotes and talk to those trades. You can, what I lovingly refer to as go off range. If your brother-in-law's a plumber and you want to use him,
Sure.
I say that's great, but you want a certified, you're
Yeah.
a licensed plumber and you want those inspections.
Yeah.
And sometimes those friends and family discounts aren't as great as we're anticipating.
No.
So I always say get a written quote
Yep.
so that you can compare. But some of our trades, like I said, have been with us for years and years. And that's not to say that when there's a slump in the market, we may not have somebody coming through the door looking for business.
Right.
It's like, hey, I'm a X-trade, how can I get on your list? Or they're thinking, am I going to have to pay to be on your list?
Right.
No, we don't charge trades, and we are always looking at new trades. Some of our clients will have somebody that they used that wasn't one of our trades,
Right.
and they'll give us great reviews. And we have a young man, Peyton, who is in charge of vendor relations.
Okay.
So he will talk to them, or also our president of the company, Bryson Janacek. He'll talk to them, or we'll go, we visit job sites, or they'll see something. I've been out, and had one of my folks, they were using painters that we hadn't
used before. Yeah.
And they were doing an incredible job. So, we'll have a conversation.
That's a good opportunity for you guys to kind of bring them into the fold.
Yeah. And to have been vetted. We've seen their work,
Yeah.
things like that.
And you guys are checking licenses, insurance, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, to make sure
Yeah.
before you were going to recommend somebody. I'd imagine.
we want to know. I mean, our reputation is important, and I mean, if we're getting slammed with horrible reviews, well, that's not great for business.
No.
For anybody. So, I mean, we have our website, builtgreencustomhomes.com.
Okay.
We have a gallery, we have pictures, we have testimonials on there.
Okay.
So it's a great, we have FAQs, so it's a great place to go to find out information about the program.
I'm so excited to know what you guys do now, having driven by it so many times, because I'm in the area all the time.
Okay.
I love it. I love that model. I love that idea. It seems like something that would serve like a more independent person.
It very much is. Somebody comes in and they're a DIYer.
Right.
Or they're in the construction industry. They may be commercial. And so they have the wherewithal of how things work, or, they're a project manager.
Right.
They can follow a schedule.
Right.
And, no, it's perfect for those folks. But even when my husband and I built our home, we'd never built a home, not even a custom home.
Right.
And, Dumb and Dumber managed to build a house here.
Something got put up.
Yeah, and it's still standing 5 years later, and it looks amazing. So it's a really neat program. Some people are afraid, I don't have the time to dedicate to it. We can all find time to do what we love and what we're passionate about.
And so is every client different? I mean, like, is it not like a set fee, or is it like is every project just different?
Oh, no, our fee system is very simple. It's based on square footage.
Oh, cool.
So I tell people, you could build a 3,500 square foot house, and it doesn't matter to us if it ultimately costs you $600,000 or if it costs you $1.8 million. Our fee is our fee. It's the same. It's built on square footage.
That's awesome.
So it roughly comes out to about 3 to 5% of the cost of your build.
Okay. So, and it's just, and then you guys are just kind of providing that back end support to make sure that the home's getting done right. You have the checklist, you have the access to the vendors and the contractors. Anything else that I'm missing in all of that?
We're cheerleaders too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Everybody needs one of those.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. See, you could do it.
That's all right.
It's funny because I have had clients that were single or divorced women, and one was homeschooling, and it was like, oh my gosh, you're like superwoman.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
And now you're going to build your own house. Of course you are.
So
of course you are.
It is. It's like I said, anybody who has the desire to do it, you can do it.
I dig it. So, well, remind everybody real quick how to get a hold of you guys and what's the best way to contact you?
We are at. We're on 1488 in Magnolia. I'm sorry, I don't have anything in front of me for our address. I don't even know our phone number off the top of my head.
No,
but it's builtgreencustomhomes.com.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
And can people find it on social media at all?
Yes.
Facebook, Instagram.
Yes, both of those.
Okay. Awesome. Well, if we can link it up in the notes, we absolutely will. So,
perfect.
Really good to meet you.
Very
Enjoyed
nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Of course. Thank you so much. So, all right, guys, we are trucking along, learning about custom home. We've really run the gamut today. Have a good day. I do want to bring to everybody's attention. I've been running these. I've been looking up these stories over the past couple of weeks, come on in, man.
How are you?
Good, sir. How you doing?
Fantastic.
Hey, grab these right here.
All right.
Anyway, one of the big stories that we've been talking about is just the mindset of the American homeowner. 77% of Americans now believe that home ownership is unattainable, and that's just like the surveys that have been done, and it's the highest that's ever been, and it's because since COVID, home prices have gone up right around 60% and have not come back down, and I think that's with you have a whole lot of other issues going on with that. But anyway, Kevin and I are going to be hitting those stories in upcoming episodes and talking about all that. But right now I got another guest sitting down with me. Who do I have here?
Michael with Magnolia Patio and Pool.
Michael, good to meet you, bud.
How are you?
What do you guys do other than patio and pool?
We do really anything when it comes to a backyard renovation.
Okay.
Our bread and butter is tying in a patio cover to the home, making it look like it was part of the original plan, matching in every aspect. But we've branched out to do almost anything when it comes to a backyard addition.
So when you say patching in, are you doing like a whole roof? Are you doing like a pergola?
Oh yeah, we do an array of different things. But yeah, when we tie in with a patio cover, we're tying into the existing home, making it look like it was part of the original plan.
Yeah,
yep.
I've been seeing some of these patio covers. It's a pergola, but then they put like the plastic sheet the hard.
Yeah, a polycarbonate.
Okay, thank you. Yep. But I've also been seeing how they're attaching it to the roof, and it's like these really cool industrial looking brackets.
Yep.
That come out
like a roof mount. It almost looks like an exhaust. Yeah, it looks super clean. There's a couple different applications there, but yeah, the versatility of it is truly amazing.
Yeah. No, and it just makes it look like it looks. You can tell okay, this was done afterwards, but it also looks like, oh, this was intentional. This is very well thought out. This is very well planned, executed. I dig it, man. Yeah.
Very true.
So are you guys doing pool maintenance? Are you
not as much pool maintenance? It's probably 95% new pool construction.
New pool construction.
When
okay.
it comes to our pool work right now, but yeah, that is exploding. That's
really
become a massive part of our business.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it because why do you think it is?
And it's truly shocking to see, like, the industry, it seems like is fighting for these leads, and because of our reputation, we have seen literally the opposite of that. We have been busier than ever for the past, I've been here for almost 3 years. I mean, we have just been booming, growing exponentially. And then I think that connection of having a 16-year-old company with a family name that's also tied to a foundation, the Kaylee Mills Foundation.
We'll come back around to that. Yeah.
So that gives people a lot of trust, and we're trying to break that reputation that a lot of contractors have.
Yeah.
Of just, these people won't get back to me. They don't stand behind their word. We're really trying to break that, and I think people see a family-owned company with a name that David Mills, Wendy Mills, they are community members. I mean, they're known all over the city of Houston, so being able to stand behind the work that we do, because I knew nothing about construction 3 years ago, but being able to go to a company that, hey, we do these things the right way, we over-engineer everything we do, that's been really cool.
Yeah. So are you guys, I mean, like, most of the pools you're doing that you're building, are these like the big luxury custom pools, or like these backyard pools? Are you running the full gamut?
It's the full gamut.
Yeah.
We do everything from small, like what we call spools, which are really just.
Did you say spool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically a very small. We've done some as small as 10 by 10 that are just really to refresh and dip into the water. You can't really swim in those.
Yeah.
There's different needs for different backyards. Different customers have different desires. So we're really able to fit whatever gamut and array of design that people want. I've done some huge, massive 40,000 gallon pools. I've done a couple commercial projects where those are massive. You need large swim lanes for those, but really the array.
Dude, I've seen some of like what you're talking about with these spools. I actually really dig them because I mean, like, they're bigger. I mean, they're obviously bigger than like a spa. You know, and like most of them tend to be like 5 feet deep.
Yep.
You know, but they're exactly what you're talking about. It's a square. You can jump in and cool off, and it's got like a little edge you can sit on.
Yep.
I dig them, man.
They
make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's something that I talk about a lot because in my personal experience, I've got a pool where I live currently. Most of the time that we're in our pool, we're on the tan ledge or on the steps leaning against the side.
Yeah.
The deep end gets used, but 90% of the time, you want to be relaxed, and that is able to accomplish that at a fraction of the cost.
Yeah,
so.
And you can put like a cover on them.
Oh yeah,
you know, like a pergola or something like that.
We're doing one of those right now.
Are you?
It's half inside and half outside with a retractable door.
Oh, that's
so it's
cool.
Going to be an awesome project when it's
That's
done.
awesome. I mean, so like, how many gallons is a pool like that? If you're doing like a 10 by 10, like what you said.
10 by 10, you're probably looking at 3,000-4,000 gallons, depending on the depth. If you're going to 3 to 5 feet deep.
Okay, and then so like, what's like compared to like, I don't know, like what do you like a standard backyard pool? Like what am I looking at? And obviously no one's going to hold you to it. Like, just give me a ballpark. What are we looking at paying to put something like that in?
For a spool?
Yeah.
For that, we have a lot of minimums when it comes to that, so I try to maximize that of, hey, if we go too small, you're not getting your full money's worth.
Right.
But when you're talking about entry for a spool, probably 55, 60,000.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Yep. And that's still all the top-of-the-line equipment with all the same warranties that we offer with the full pool. So if that's truly what your goal is, you're not planning on hosting large parties, then I recommend doing that.
And it really seems like the whole saltwater pool thing has kind of died off.
It's definitely interesting. Joining 3 years ago, I'm like, okay, what's the difference between a chlorine and a salt pool? I quickly learned all pools are chlorine. The salt pools just have significantly less. There's very small differences between the two, but from my experience, the biggest difference and the biggest reason someone would get a salt pool is if someone in their family that's going to be using the pool a lot has a large sensitivity to chlorine. Some people, like, their hair really gets affected by it. So that's been the main reason that I've done my salt pools.
Yeah, the people that I know that have kind of pulled away from salt pools is that it ruined a lot of hardscapes around the pool.
Anything you have around a salt pool will get build up and eat at it, basically, way more. Stonescapes, furniture, anything like that. So that's definitely something I like to mention.
I knew one that they had like a rock waterfall on the end, and it basically collapsed.
Because that builds up, and then if it's a stonescape, it just seeps into it, and then the structure's gone.
Yep, that's crazy. Well, so what's like some things that you're excited about doing in pools right now? I imagine there's some new technology, some new water features that people haven't done before. Like what are some of the things you're seeing out there that that people are doing?
Yes. So when it comes to water features, obviously the most grandiose would be a large waterfall with a grotto, which is basically like the little cove you can go up underneath with a slide on it. Those are really and then the two main options that you can do with that large waterfall is a natural stone with like a prefab slide, or you could build the entire thing out of gunite, which is what the structure of the pool is.
Right.
So that's a really interesting thing, and that's the joy of if it's gunite, you can have it be completely custom, be as small or as large as you'd like. The biggest new thing that I'm excited about to learn more is the in-floor cleaning.
Okay.
There's a lot of different variables that go into that.
Is that like the pop-up filter on the bottom?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, instead of having the in-floor cleaner that goes around, swims in your pool, the old-fashioned one would go up and spray you.
Yeah.
There are more advanced versions of that.
Assaulted by your own pool equipment.
Something in your pool. Yeah, exactly. When you don't want something swimming around your pool, some of these people are spending $100,000, $200,000 on their backyard to spend a little bit more to have a fully clean and a modern look, not have something swimming through your pool is something that a lot of people are taking advantage of.
Okay.
Yep.
Very nice. I'm seeing more of the sunken bar.
Yes. That's becoming
attachments.
very popular.
Yeah.
Just taking advantage of different elevations, and that's something that, from the design perspective, finding ways to tie that in based on the flow, and that's a joy of being completely custom, is you can tie that in wherever it makes sense on each individual backyard. I've been doing this for 3 years, never seen the same backyard twice. It's always different.
Have you had anybody call in asking if you guys can do like these natural swim ponds? Have you seen these?
I have not.
You have not?
The natural swim ponds.
Yeah. Dude, look them up.
Okay.
It's that's something I'd be interested in, and like the ones that I've seen are gorgeous.
Really? I'll definitely look that up.
I will tell you this though. I did. This was 10 years ago, when I was remodeling the house that I live in right now. I was looking for like these massive bay windows to put in my house, and I found them for sale. I think it was like on Craigslist or something. And so I messaged them, sent me the address. I show up, and I start looking around, and I'm like, this place is weird. And like, it's a house, and then there's a bunch of army tents behind it. And this old lady comes out, and she meets me, and she's like, "Are you here for the windows?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am, I am." She goes, "Well, let's go back here to the tent. There's like 8 of them to pick from." And I'm just a naturally curious person, and so like as we walking to get to the tents, we pass it's a garden, but it's a soilless garden. What do you call this? Hydroponic.
Yes.
But hers was actually an aquaponic garden. You know what those are?
I've seen those.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an aquaponic. So I started asking questions about that. And we get back, and she's showing me the windows, and they have all these building materials, and I'm like, "What is all this?" And she's like, "Well, this is a group of ladies. We all live together, and we used to build homes, and this is all of our leftover building materials." Okay. And so I start asking about the aquaponics, and she's like, answering all these questions, and then she starts telling me, and come to find out, it's like an old lady hippie commune. There was like 10 of them there living, and there was like one of them who was like a Mensa gal that was an inventor. Okay. And she was inventing all this stuff, and so like as I'm asking these questions, she's like, "Hey, you should probably see our pool." Yeah. And I'm like, "Okay." Yeah. And I was like, "Why?" And she goes, "Well, that's where we breed the fish." Okay. So she takes me to the house, and it's this huge swim pond. Yeah. And she goes, "We designed it to where all these plants that are around the edge, the plants filter the water, and then we have a pump down here that sends the waterfall over the edge, and the pool at the bottom of the waterfall is actually where we breed the fish for the garden, but the fish don't get in the pond." Yeah. And it was just like this whole thing, and I was like,
system. Yeah.
And she was like, "I'll show it to you, but you just can't ever come back here." And I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "We're usually in here swimming naked." And I'm like, Noted. So, but like I've been seeing that more. There's a lot more YouTube channels popping up of these guys doing these natural swim ponds, and there's like these handful of guys that like design them. And I'm like, okay, I kind of want to know like what's the secret? 'Cause the water is like crystal clear, and it
sounds just like a much more scaled version of a koi pond.
Yes. Yes. But without the koi in it. Yeah. But anyway, well, that's cool, man. And you said you've been doing this for 3 years.
Yep.
Where's y'all's booth?
Our booth is Almost right by the entrance.
Okay, y'all having like good activity
Oh,
here?
yeah. Slow start to the day, but I'm sure the booth's picked up since I left.
I think the rain kind of like people were kind of waiting to see if it was going to rain a little bit more.
My strategy was I thought there was A&M and Texas playing yesterday, so it was going to be slow during those hours. Then it picked up after, and then today I think we'll get a rush after church before the Texans start.
There you go.
So.
I think that's accurate. Yep. So, I mean, if people want to get a hold of you, man, how do they find you?
Yeah, Magnolia Patio and Pool. You can look us up. We live through our reviews. We've got a 5-star rating on Google, and we are very proud of that with over 2,000 successful projects. Our website is basically like an advertisement for us. We've got a bunch of completed projects for people to reference. So that's been a big part of I'm a designer. I come out, I price it out as well. So you'll go through the entire process with me until you get to your dedicated project manager.
Yeah.
And then the great thing is that with all of that, I take into account all that we've learned with the customizability of everything, and truly, I truly love solving people's problems, giving them more joy to enjoy their backyard, because like with COVID, everybody was looking to spend more time in their backyard, and we're seeing more of that, of just, hey, don't spend money to go to a public pool or go to a public gym to swim. Enjoy the privacy of your backyard.
100%.
Don't swim naked like those ladies were. But,
no. Yeah. Hey, look, just build a taller fence.
Yeah, exactly. Fence, or we can install some nice privacy trees.
But there you go. Do what you want. So, I don't want you to let you get away without circling back to the foundation. So,
yes.
What's that all about?
So, the Kaylee Mills Foundation. This was a large part of why I joined this company. Was it is more than just a job. It's more than just a service we're selling. We have a purpose behind us that I'm reminded of every single day with Buckle Up. So. Just the quick story, Kaylee Mills was unfortunately lost in high school driving a car. She unbuckled her seatbelt to take a Snapchat, and the car unfortunately drove off the road and flipped, and she was killed in that accident. David and Wendy Mills are the mother and father of Kaylee, so they have carried on her legacy and took a truly tragic incident and turned it into a way to help people, a daily reminder. We're in high schools all the time. We're truly just trying to have as many of those Kaylee Mills stickers on the back of cars to truly just remind people, buckle up. It is not a major, we've already seen major movement in that way. Like when I was growing up, a seatbelt was a recommendation.
You're right,
So it's already changed significantly, but just continuing to remind people that you matter, people care about you, buckle up, it only takes a couple seconds.
Yep. No, I appreciate that. Like my best friend and his wife were actually tragically killed in a car wreck, and they were buckled. But I mean, like it was, even then you just never know. But like take every precaution you can, because it's actually very dangerous out there.
Yep.
So man, well, I appreciate you sitting down, man.
Of course.
Really
Thank you
good to
very
meet
much for
you.
having me.
Oh, of
Great
course,
to meet
dude. All right, guys, there you go. We are carrying on with the show, getting to hear about pools, getting to hear about CBD, getting to hear about building a home, getting to hear about who we got next. Does somebody want to sit down and talk about True Texas Solar? You want to? All right, we saved the best for last. There you go.
It's not the first time I've heard that. It's backwards. Okay.
It really doesn't matter. Sound will come out one way or the other. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for sponsoring the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Of
We
course.
appreciate you coming here. And
Yeah,
being a
no,
part of
this is always fun. I think this is like the third or fourth one we've done this with you guys. I know that we've done at least 2 here, and I think we did one at the Cypress one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that the Berry Center that with that one?
Yes, sir. It was.
Okay, awesome.
And we also over at the brewery B52.
Oh yeah, we did the one at B52. Yeah, that was the education one. That one was cool.
Yep.
I want to do another one of those. Honestly, I love that kind of stuff. And
Me too.
So yeah. So how's it going here?
Man, it's been great. This has been a good turnout this year. Yesterday we had a lot of traffic. The weather has kind of been a damper on things today, I think. But
Is it raining outside again?
I'm not sure right now, but I know it was this morning. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had a good time. We've got to interact with a lot of homeowners and had a lot of good feedback on solar this year, and it's been pretty great.
Yeah. So I mean, like I know things are constantly changing with solar business, but I know you guys are in roofing now as well. But I mean, like, what are some updates that you guys can give us as to how things are working for homeowners Are there still those benefits in place, like the tax credits, and like what kind of things are the incentives for homeowners right now? Because it seems like a lot of them are still in place.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so we still have the 30% tax credit. That's going to be going on until the end of this year. So we've definitely seen an uproar on solar cells right now. A lot of people are reaching out and making that decision now, and we're going to move forward with it. So it's been going crazy. It's almost hard to keep up at this moment, but so that's been a blessing. We've been really appreciative of it. I'm kind of curious to see how things go, after the end of the year with that side of things. We may bring something back. We're not.
Do they have any ideas to what they're going to move it to, or?
I'm not sure. I know Josh. He's the owner. He knows a little bit more about that, but I hope they have some ideas coming.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I mean, and are the same incentives there for like the generator, whole home battery, those kinds of things?
Yes, sir. Yep. We can bundle that all onto the cost of solar. So it applies to if you do a re-roof. Most home improvements that you're going to need to get that system in, we can usually put that into the cost of your system.
Yeah. And how's the roofing side of things going?
Man, it's been great. We started it just to mainly do the roofs that we needed to have done before we added solar to them.
For sure, yeah.
Because we like to make sure that they're fully functioning before we add solar. It costs a lot of money for those buyers at the end of the day when they do,
a re-roof, yeah.
Do it prematurely, and then next thing you know, a couple years in, they need a new roof.
Yeah.
So it does save them a lot of money to go ahead and do it, in the beginning, and then, like I said, it goes into the cost of their system, so they actually get that 30% back as well on there. So that was kind of a nice loophole that we found. But overall, the roofing's been great. We haven't had a lot of storms lately, so it seems like hurricane season kind of flew right by us this year.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't realize. I mean, like most of the time, hurricanes in Texas happen in September.
Yeah.
I mean, historically. I mean, that's. Well, the only reason I know that is my birthday's in September, and it usually gets canceled by a hurricane. So. But like I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, most of them happen in September. I mean, it doesn't mean that we don't have them in other months. It just like September is just the booger.
Yeah.
So I mean, not that we hope that we have storms and people have damage or anything like that, but like I mean, that is when you guys do most of your business.
Yeah, that's when we're there to help. Right now the retail has been more of where we are, and so we've been doing a lot of that. We're not the lowest price in town, but we're also not the highest either. We try to find a good cream spot for everyone, and works for both parties. But we do the best we can to get people new roofs and try to work with them, because we know the way the economy's been. Nobody has a chunk of money like that laying around to throw on a new roof.
No,
but unfortunately, that's the game with the insurance companies.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Not only that, the insurance companies are kind of changing the way that we do. I mean, because they're really like. Cracking down on this prorating system that they're doing with the roofs. I mean, like, and a lot of people in Texas still don't realize that the insurance companies have changed the game when it comes to roofs. I mean, it's not just like, oh, you got hail, like we're going to replace the whole thing, and all you have to do is No, it's not like that anymore. Like you're gonna have to come up with a good chunk of money. Like say your roof is 10 years old.
Yeah, well, I think that even their deductibles are going up.
Yeah.
As well, they've upped those up. So. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of changes from when I started 5 years ago to now. Just the guidelines and the qualifications to get your roof bought have grown. So it used to be a little bit of damage you needed. Now you need triple what you could find 5 years ago and get them bought. So it's really unfortunate. I have a lot of homeowners who have been paying for 30 years and think they're covered, and it comes down to it, and I'm like, man, your roof has just hit the life, they're dropping it off the policy. They're basically saying they're scrambling, trying to get a company to come in and give them the best deal possible, and then 9 times out of 10 they go with the lowest one, and those guys are kind of they cut corners. They don't use all the materials they say they're going to use, and so I always try to tell my people I'm not competitive in any way. If you want to bring me what you have, I'd like to compare apple to apples and make sure that you are taken care of. And if they are, by all means, I'm happy for them. They found a great price, go with it. But
go with God.
At the same time, we've seen a lot of that happening too. But yeah, the insurance game's been really squirrely. I'm kind of waiting to see where it's going.
Yeah. Well,
now.
and like the bad part about it is like a lot of times you end up getting the brunt of that, right? Is like because like they don't have anybody else to take that frustration out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm very knowledgeable on the insurance side of things, so I've been really good to be able to talk homeowners through that process, and
you could have like a little preemptive conversation.
Yeah,
of like,
I let them know. I kind of set the expectations of what they're looking at, especially with the different companies. You hear all this stuff about State Farm and Allstate, and I try to recommend to them once they get a new roof to look at the mom and pop companies here in town. I've found that the more localized ones take care of you better.
Sure.
You might pay a little bit of a higher premium, but they're the ones that are going to actually give you the full coverage that you're looking for. They don't have a bunch of small little endorsements and things that you don't realize are even there. They're pretty transparent. So I've been pushing that a lot more and trying to find a list of different insurance companies that I can refer to my homeowners here in the community that they can actually go to and trust. And so that's been a new thing, is going through different brokers and stuff like that to find the best companies to give them what they really deserve.
Yeah, no, I mean, knowing the right people to point them to, especially like that might even be like a good way to go through like new home sales, like working with real estate agents. Like, hey, like here's the best insurance people that we found for the roofs. Like, and educating them in that regard. Like, hey, agents, like it's not, this isn't just like a one shoe fits everybody. Like they're better agents and better companies for covering the roof, and they treat their customers better, and here's the ones that we've had a good experience with. That's valuable information for those kind of real estate people to know who they're putting their clients in touch with. But I've been saying for a long time now, I think the roofing companies are the ones that are going to come out good with this, this whole change of the guard with the insurance companies, are the ones that are going to, like companies like y'all's, that are going to be innovative and creative and come up with financing options for homeowners rather than having to go through the insurance companies. I think most people are just going to eventually figure out, like, hey, the insurance companies are not playing ball. Like, they're not like they used to. They've, designated us as a, what do you call it, a hurricane alley or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they're doing the fires in California, And so, like, I think roofing companies that make it easy for homeowners to finance and get the product up on the roof and get their homes taken care of better, those are the ones that are going to win. The ones that are going to... The ones that just rely on insurance and are just going to be stubborn about it and not try and offer other options are the ones that are going to lose here in the next probably 10 years.
Right. Yeah, I've met a lot of those that they don't do retail at all. They won't do repairs. They're strictly just insurance.
Yep.
And I mean, it's a great game, and they make their abundance at the time doing it. But you're right. You got to conform to whatever everybody's needs are, if you really want to make it in the long run, and that's what we try to do. We do get creative with homeowners. We do try to, meet their needs. And everybody's unique. Everybody's situation is unique. Even what they have in their homes are unique. So, and we've also found, other things like when people get a nicer roof, a class 4 shingle or some type of tile or things like that. Even a solar roof, the premiums will go up, and all that goes up, and then normally in the past that would lower your premiums, and so that's kind of not making sense, and so that's been deterring people away more from going with those big
metal roofs and things.
No, just the bigger insurance companies.
I got you.
Find better companies to go that will actually lower their premiums and lower the deductibles, because they have paid more to have more better options on the roof that will protect their homes.
Yeah. Which I think that's where most people are getting really frustrated, is their premiums have gone up, deductibles have gone up, but their coverage has gone down.
Yep, that's it. So I feel like eventually they're going to have to, the insurance companies are going to have to change that. As people start veering away from it.
Or there's going to have to be like somebody new and competitive come into that space and just really disrupt it.
Yeah.
Which is most likely what's going to happen. I mean, like some of these companies are just so old and ingrained in the way that they're going to do things. They've gotten so used to making gobs of money the way that they've been doing it, and all it takes is one disruptor to come in and just mess up their game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what Amazon did. I mean, you think about all of the big companies that we have now that people think of as evil. I mean, you've got like Facebook, you've got Amazon, you've got Tesla, you've got, all these companies that came in and basically disrupted markets. Mm-hmm. And it's going to take somebody in the insurance space to do that too.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of people going straight to the source now. They're finding that you go to the brokers and they can shop around and actually find the good ones that are really, like I said, covering all everything on the homes, not just certain items and stuff. I mean, you hear now that they're starting. I've heard where they're talking about dropping roofs completely off policies, especially in certain areas, and those flooded area people are, they're getting it too. And
have fun with that, Galveston.
I was about to say high wind Galveston areas. So those people are, man, it's getting crazy out there. The homeowners insurance out there annually has gone up out the roof. I mean, like triple what it used to be just a few years ago. One of the guys I spoke to out in Clear Lake yesterday mentioned that this year they came at them with an annual rate of like $9,500.
Oh gosh.
And that's crazy. That's almost doubling their mortgage. Pretty much.
And you see the market responding to that because people are bailing out of Galveston. You had all these people that brought money in to invest in short-term rentals and things like that, and the ARR, it's like rats on a ship.
Yeah.
I mean, they are bailing, and they can't sell it though because people have gotten wise to exactly what you're talking about. It's like, no, why would I want to buy that house? One, you're asking like 3 times what it was worth 10 years ago, and I know that the insurance is going to be 4 times what it was 4 years ago. I mean,
and then all those renters out there, the landlords are up in their their rents too because of that, and so those people are paying for it, and so it's just a bad trifecta that just it just happens and it just trickles down to everyone, and it's unfortunate. So I like to see something get disrupted and that over time because, like I said, my past I've been in roofing for about 6 years, and I even became an adjuster 3 years ago because I wanted to get on that side of it and do what I can to help homeowners, as an independent adjuster, but I came in late to the game. So I didn't jump into adjusting as quickly as I thought I would, and that's kind of what led me to work here for my family doing the solar and roofing portion now, and somehow I ended up back in roofing this past year, which has been great. I'm really excited to, start something like this in our area and being able to bring, roofing and the help on the insurance side of things too, I can bring to the table, from my experience. So, I'm happy about that. I'm hoping that I can, make my little mark in the change or helping people as far as, as the transition goes on, and we're seeing it all unfold and all that good stuff. But it's been an interesting experience getting into this industry, but I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I've got your phone number up on the screen. Anything else you want everybody to know?
Oh man, no. I just remember that tax credit's coming to an end, and if you're considering solar or thinking about getting backup power for your home, it's free to just call us. We're very educational. We're always there to try to just make sure that you understand what solar really is and not be scared of it. I know a lot of sales orders kind of came in and veered a lot of people away, but we're doing things right. We're doing things true, and we like to be very transparent and put everything on the table for you and look at your options and let you make an educational decision. And so if you want to call us, it's free to get a quote. We're happy to take our time and just go over anything we can to let you understand what we're doing here, and hopefully we can do something to work with y'all, and give us a call. And then on the roofing side, look at your ceilings. See if you have any leaks. You might notice some things out on your roof, pop nails and or little things that you don't even think about, but that can start causing a lot of more issues that insurance won't cover, and you'll have to come out of pocket. So we do inspections for free. We're always happy to come out if you need a tarp during the storm and you got rain coming in. We'll do everything we can to help.
Awesome.
Give us a call, True Texas Solar, right here in Montgomery County.
No, that's why we were happy to promote you guys and have you guys on as a sponsor, because you guys do operate with integrity, and like we've seen it time and time again where there's so many people in this industry that are trying to scam and swindle. And you guys are truly transparent and honest, to the point where like I've seen you guys help people that aren't even your customers.
Yes, it's to a default, but we're happy to do it. We're faith-based, and we grew up here. This is our community. This is our home. We want to treat it right, respect it like we would, anywhere we live. And we're taught.
Awesome.
We're taught how to be the best we can.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting down. We're gonna wrap it up. But you've got the phone number there on the screen, 936-286-8325. And the website, what's the website? Do you know?
It's www.truetexassolarandroofing.com.
There you go. Awesome. Guys, they're the best in the business. Give them a call. Thank you guys so much for sitting down with us for this show. We are so excited every time we get to come out to this home and garden show here in MOCO, and that we get to do it with True Texas Solar. Give them a call. Guys, if you have not yet, give us a like, a thumbs up, a heart, whatever it is. Leave a comment. We love hearing from you guys. Until next time, we'll see you later.